give to their mom. Y'all be sure your senior hands the rose to the mom.
You better tell them. They don't understand.
So y'all do know you hand your rose to your mom. Give her a kiss.
Better.
Huh?
You guys
Would you like the parents to come out, Rob? Oh yeah, the parents come out. Stand right over here, please. Masks are optional, it's up to y'all. Congratulations, Don. Yeah. They are 5.
Yeah, figure it out.
You take 2 bus loads and 5 slots. Great young men.
All right, Keith, you about ready?
I'm ready to go, Coach, wherever you are.
All right, hey boys.
You got 2 Gilligans now.
Okay, you ready?
Ready to go.
All right, thanks everybody for coming to the 2021 T.L.H. Boys Varsity Tennis Senior Night. Probably gonna get in big trouble for this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. We'll see how the chips fall afterwards. But last year, we had 5 amazing seniors that did not get recognized. I know that Keith is videoing this, and so I'd like to recognize them properly, even though they're not here, their parents aren't here. Just do the same thing that we're going to do with this year's seniors, so if you'll just allow me to do that. So our seniors last year include Corey Adams, Patrick Murray, Vandiver Sullivan, Peyton Mouzon, and Austin Spencer. All of them were 6-year players. That means they played from 7th grade on, except for Corey came in his 10th grade. Corey is presently at Anderson University majoring in biology. Patrick Murray is presently at Anderson University majoring in nursing. Vandiver is presently at Tri-County Tech pursuing a business degree. Peyton Mouzon is presently engineering at Clemson, and Austin Spencer is presently attending Winthrop University and majoring in integrated marketing communications. So I asked the boys for last year and this year their favorite career on-court moment and their favorite career off-court moment. Here we go. This is going to be their favorite on-court moment, and I'm just going to go through the boys. Vandiver says, my favorite on-court moments would be practicing and bonding with the team to try and be the best team around. Corey Adams, his favorite on-court moment was when the entire football team came to support us in our match in the Upper State Championship against Spartanburg. Peyton Mouzon says, last year, and these guys didn't start in this match. Last year going into the Spartanburg match at home and had so many people and big stakes. It was a feeling I can never forget. Patrick Murray, beating Westside every year. And Austin Spencer, his favorite on-court moment was winning against Malden to put us in the Upper State Championship match his junior year. Their favorite off-court moments, Corey says eating at the Dixie. Vandiver says, definitely the fun trips out to eat with the team and the long bus rides to and away from matches. Peyton says, the bus routes to away matches and team dinners. Patrick Murray says, the brotherhood and the friendships that I made. And Austin Spencer said, definitely the hotel experiences. The last thing, anything I forgot to ask about. I give them an opportunity to just mention some things. Austin says, you forgot to ask where we want to go out to eat. Peyton says, thank you for 5.25 years of TL Hanna tennis. Patrick Murray has said all he wanted to say, as had Corey. I'm saving Vanderburst for last. This is a kid that never played varsity except against Westside. He says, no, thank you for 6 incredible years of TL Hanna tennis. I will never forget the amazing times and great friends that I have made through playing for TLH, and more importantly, Coach Spencer. I wish you and all of next year's new and returning players the best in the coming years and seasons. Thanks for great memories throughout my years. TGG. That says it all. We again want to honor the seniors that didn't have a proper senior day last year. And now we're going to start with this year's seniors. And I'd like to introduce them. We'll start with Rob Beatonbow. Rob, come through the tunnel, please. Okay. Post-secondary plans for Rob Beatonbow, Coastal Carolina, and majoring in marine sciences. His favorite, I don't know which one to do first. Okay. His favorite, I'll say his favorite off-court moment was cheering on Brolin Dorsey when he played Will Cubitt, when the whole football team and 200 plus fans were here in the Upper State Championship 2 years ago. His favorite on-court moment was 4 days ago, Saturday. He went down and he was playing Cardinal Newman at 5 singles, and he lost the first set in 10, 15 minutes, 6-0. Coach Lucas came by, fired him up, hyped him up, and he ended up winning the match in the third set tiebreaker, 11-9. Okay, that's an awesome job. The next senior I'd like to introduce is Jack Shambly. Okay, I forgot to mention, I like to include my favorite matches, and they may not always match their favorite matches, but my favorite match with Rob was probably Saturday when he came back. I really thought that he was going down in flames in that match, and then he just decided, you know what, I'm not done yet. And he kept battling, and he got back in the match, and that's what we got to do to win a state championship. Is that right there? I also want to say one more thing about Rob. Sorry, Jack, stealing your thunder. But Rob, he kind of decided this year that he's going to do everything he can to put us in the best position to win. He started going over. Nobody else is going over there except Will, who lives there, Duncan, who lives there. But he started going over to Brookstone and training. And soon we had Jack over there, we had Brolin over there, and we got better. And I'd like to give Rob some credit for that because you went out on your own and started doing that and got the guys involved. So back to Jack. Back to Jack. Okay, Jack Shambly is planning on going to Clemson University for bioengineering. And his favorite on-court moment was winning at 2 doubles against Spartanburg with Jackson after a rough start to the season. his favorite off-court moment was traveling to Chattanooga with the team, not only because of the great experience of the quality tennis, but also the fun times they had. He said, "I made memories with my teammates that I will remember forever, including the bus rides, team dinners, and what almost got kicked out of the hotel tag." Okay. Jack Shambly. My favorite on-court moment for Jack was when he went down against JL Man on court 4 this year, and he was down 6-0 or 6-1, and decided not today, came back, won the match in a third set tiebreaker. So, congratulations, Jack. Next senior I'd like to introduce is Duncan Hogg. Okay, I've heard that Duncan Hogg has to make his college decision pretty soon, but as yet he is undecided. He plans on graduating with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science. So his favorite on-court moment's a little bit different. He says, "When I see the effort being put forth from each player on the team and us getting better every day in practice," that's his favorite on-court moment. His favorite off-court moment is the fun atmosphere the guys on the team always have. Now, Duncan's favorite match was
probably both JL Man matches this year.
This year, okay. So both JL Man matches this year. Did you win them both? Yes, sir. And there wasn't a louder roar in the house when he won that second one. Okay. It's not like him to emote, but I mean, I knew that we had won that when he yelled. My favorite match was against Wade Hampton. He had just got beat 2 matches in a row in a third set tiebreaker, and here he is playing a third. He loses, and we lose the match. And he ends up winning, what, 11-9 or 12-10 in the third set? 11-9. That put us at 3-all, and then we were able to win it at 1 doubles and win the match. And that's my favorite memory for Duncan Hogg. Congratulations, Duncan. Next, I'd like to introduce Senior William King. Okay, all 5 of these boys came out as 7th graders. I forgot to mention that. So they've all been with the program a long, long time. William will be going to Lander, and he signed to play tennis at Lander, and at present he's undecided at what his major is going to be. His favorite on-court moment was going undefeated in region his sophomore year and winning all the playoff matches. He had a huge year 2 years ago. Off court, he says, probably the bus rides and the tournament trips. So there's a theme there amongst all those guys. And my favorite match of his was the match against Spartanburg when he beat Mac Moorhead, who tried to do everything to slow it down, and it didn't matter. Will was just going to beat him on that day, and I hope that we're able to do that again and make a long run with you guys. We got one more senior. Congratulations, Will. Okay, our last senior is Roland Dorsey. Roland Dorsey will be attending the College of Charleston. He also signed to play tennis, and his plan major is marketing. His favorite on-court moment was the 2019 Florence preseason tournament when he played with graduated player Nick Hulardava, and they were down something like 6-2 in an 8-game pro set. They had to win for us to win the match, and they came back against two elite level players to win that match, and ultimately win us the team match. My favorite player, or my favorite match from Roland, was when he won the state championship match, and he kind of got revenge on the player that beat him in the upper state championship match. Every changeover, I told him the same thing. I said, keep your knees down, make sure you get your forehand over the net. Every single changeover, that's what I told him. I didn't have to tell him anything because he was on fire that day. But I'll always remember that match. And then I've got to save this favorite off-court moment for last. There once was a time where I lost a lot of sleep over this class. When they were sophomores, freshmen, 8th graders, I was calling parents, please come get your kids, save me from your kids. Here's one of the reasons why. His favorite moments when we prank called Coach Spencer in the hotel at a Florence tournament. I remember I don't know if Coach Lucas is here, but I remember we had to sit out in the hall and just make sure that the guys kept it under wraps. Probably never get to go anywhere again, but what a special, special senior class. We've got the 2 upper state championships so far. Our plans are always the same every year. That is to win a state championship. This year, it's no different. I can't ever remember a single practice where the guys weren't working hard to achieve their goal. They encourage each other. Challenge matches, there's no arguing about line calls or anything like that. It's just an excellent team to coach, and I've had quite a lot of fun coaching this team this year, and I'm trying to add matches to our schedule just so I can coach them a little more, but they're thinking about the playoffs and what impact it's going to have, so this may be or probably will be our last home match, boys, of your high school career, and I hope that you guys make the best of it, and then we'll get geared up for the playoffs. I'd like to thank all the parents. I'd like to mention the parents that have helped immensely. I introduced Rob Beatonbow, son of Tiffany and Brian Beatonbow. Let's give them a round of applause. A lot of help. Coach Lucas and I are planning on a little revenge in that golf tournament thing that we've got going on. Jack Shambly, Emily and Dave Shambly are the parents of Jack, and we'd like to congratulate them. Duncan Hogg, his mother is Elizabeth and his father is Jim Hogg, and I'd like to thank you guys for letting us use your trailer once or twice, haul things around. William King's parents are Susan and Jeremy King, and Jeremy and I presently have a discussion on some data on string jobs, and all the parents so far have helped us with food and transportation, and basically that's a lot off my plate, and I really appreciate it. Lastly but not least, boy oh boy, the Dorseys. So Roland's played for 6 years, but you guys have probably been here for what, 12? Lee and Stacy Dorsey, this is your last rodeo unless some of those younger ones pick up the tennis racket. We'd like to thank you for everything that you guys have done as well. So thank you so much. So this concludes our senior night. I'd like to just go ahead and get pictures with parents and players and coaches and AD if you'd like. Oh, wait a minute. I've got some pictures for you guys. These are in no order. All these pictures were taken by Dave Shambly. I stole them off the website. First picture is a picture of Rob Beatonbow. Here you go, Rob. This second picture is of Duncan Hogg. There were a few more pictures of Jack Shambly. I don't know why. I had a folder for each player, and I had about 25 pictures that I had to choose from. So if you're not happy with this picture, there's plenty of others to go to. But this is Jack chasing down a short ball. Jack. Hey, easily the most photogenic tennis player that we've ever had is William King. Every picture looks like a professional tennis player. I had to put this one because Brolin wants one of those sleeves now. And last but not least, Roland Dorsey. Big serve, big forehand. Okay? But I thought this was pretty unique for him. Plus, it makes his arms look real big. Congrats, guys. All right, picture time, picture time.
Thank you.
Can we get
Tell
one?
everybody this will be on film.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be on TL Hannah broadcast channel tonight on YouTube.
Hey, boys, can you get all the balls up?
Can we get one with him real quick and we'll get it done when everybody else has
Thanks. Ivy,
Yes, sir.
can you pop those cans?
Yes, sir.
Thanks. Thank you.
I'll put this shrimp in the middle. Oh, my God.
And if I see it, it's okay. If I see it real quick,
Hey, guys, all the balls go in the hoppers.
Coach, can you do one with just the boys and then
Yeah.
it'll be done?
Hey, Coach,
Yes, sir.
thank you for your patience. We usually introduce, your team will be on this side of court one, we'll be on this side.
White. Okay, White.